Welcome back to ZNY, New York. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
Hello. Anthony, Frank, and Mike.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Frank, headphone 3.
Headphone 3, he says. Got it?
Yeah, I can hear
Cool.
myself now.
All right, everybody. Well, good evening, and go fuck yourself.
Cool.
It's 9:05 p.m. on the East Coast, and here we are. It's the Executive Lounge, the Executive Hour over here on ZenLive.tv. It's the show that gave birth to a network, and now we're just kind of like the elder statesmen of the community that sit on the front porch and just talk.
What did you
Yeah.
ejaculate into to give birth?
I don't know.
Give birth to what, bro?
Oh, you got a modulator now?
Oh, yeah. Got everything you need.
It's not loud enough though. You gotta get louder. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. Oh, how about that? How about that? Does that sound good for you, bro? Yeah, there we go, bro. Real freaking naughty.
I can't wait. I want one of those over here.
Sounds like Gary
see it
Sinise
much
from Ransom.
Anthony should have one for the podcast, the 10-second songs podcast when that starts up.
I'll see how much they cost, bro. Okay, guys.
In either case, in about 14, no, not 14 minutes, in 11 minutes, you're going to have to lower that a little bit, Mike, because I hear myself being modulated through.
Well, not anymore. I lowered it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I turned it off. I turned it off for you, bro. Bro.
At 9:15, we have a friend of ours. We told you guys from the WeveNeverBeenAlone blog on Tumblr. He's going to be calling in. His name is Mcintosh. Okay? And,
It's a cool name.
yeah, it's his name.
That is a cool name.
Got a picture.
Mcintosh, like the candy.
Yeah. Got a picture of Mcintosh right here. Hold on a second. Here he is.
He's a gray?
That's Mcintosh right there.
That's a real picture, right?
That is.
Absolutely.
That's a gray alien. Am I correct?
Yeah, it looks like it.
In either case, we sent him a couple of things that we wanted to talk about tonight, including, Matt, you had brought up the Hudson Valley.
I mean, it's something I saw
Yeah.
recently that I just found out about myself, and it took place in our area, and we're into UFOs and shit like that, and it was seen by thousands and thousands of people. And
Well, aside from taking the call, taking the time to talk about that, we're also just going to be chilling on all of the biggest developments in the disclosure community in the last couple of years. I want to know what the most intense things to be thinking about are. You know, what's come out. Like, for example, that guy that said that we should be thinking about alien invasions.
well, Reagan said that too. Reagan said that in the 80s. He's like, if we're to be faced with a force from outside of this world, we would all... That sounds like Richard Nixon.
Nixon. I was like, what the hell?
Sounds like Richard Nixon. You know, pretty much saying, we'd all be forced to join hands and fight the alien invasion, but we all know that's probably not what would, happen, because they could probably kill us instantaneously. Kill them. They can just think about killing us, and we will perish.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Hopefully.
They definitely have the power to do that.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys can have an alien kill you, would you let him?
I probably would. Because why not?
I mean, who else can say that they were... Everyone would know an alien killed me?
It'd be pretty interesting.
Who else can say that they went out like that? And have people seen them be killed by an alien? I wouldn't mind it. It'd be pretty cool if they just, somehow took my skin off but there are no like cut marks or anything. They just somehow got my body, like in oh no, she actually cut them open in Men in Black. But just like somehow sucked my insides out.
They're from
and all
the-
that was left was skin.
They're from the Zeta. What is it? The Zeta Reticuli.
Zeterakuli.
The Zartok?
Zeta Reticuli star system. That's where the Greys are from.
The
Oh,
Greys.
you know what? Speaking of,
Speakeasies.
I'm good, man. But listen, cheers. A big,
Cheers,
big
man.
cheers to Joe and Jonsey. 100 episodes on.
I'm good, man.
On. Oh, hold on. I'll have a little sip for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Check.
Cheers. Cheers, Joe.
Cheers. I'm good, Joe.
Cheers.
To 100.
Definitely here.
To 500 shows.
It's good. It's good to be interrupted by happy tidings. There's not that many happy tidings left in the world. And cheers to the whole team of Broken Filter Live on their 100th episode here.
100.
We love it here. So, congrats.
Oh, dude, that is amazing.
It's really good.
What is it?
I didn't buy a cheap shit. I'll show you the bottle.
Because I'll tell you something, man. There's nothing worse sometimes than a glass of champagne.
That's
but that
true,
was
yeah.
amazing.
Shut the hell up.
Glass of shut the.
What's that called?
Montole, icy.
Macole.
But I didn't want to get that proof away.
No, man, that's really good. That's really that was almost like a quenching type of thing there.
Yeah, that was good.
There's nothing worse than a bad bottle of champagne.
Hints of apple and lemon zest.
Yeah, it almost has a cidery type of finish.
What it said on the sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Guys, thanks a lot.
Dude, thank you.
Thank you.
That's 100
Cheers,
episodes
bro.
for Broken Filter Live on this network. It's been great. It's been great. Been great to watch them just really rock out. They had a dominatrix on tonight. Gypsy got handcuffed and paddled.
Yeah.
So if you guys go into the archives, if you haven't been watching the entire night, it's been a pretty good night of programming. Although I'll tell you, it started off. I thought this night really had potential for me on an emotional level, and then I was quickly deflated when I realized that the first 10 minutes of Quite Frankly did not happen for anybody but Matt and I.
Why? You didn't press broadcast?
No, we were broadcasting.
Transformation.
But it's because before I went live tonight, I was playing Star Wars Battlefront, and I streamed it to Ustream. So it overrides this stream, which is I already knew that. So I ended over there. I came over here and I pressed stop, start, and then record. And I saw that there was an error message there, but it went away. And I looked at the Ustream producer, and it said recording and streaming. So I said, okay, we're good. And then, we open up. It's a real smooth transition. I'm feeling good. I'm excited about Alex Plitz's being on. We had great topics of conversation, all that shit.
He called in?
Oh, he called in. It was a great information that was shared tonight, and the analysis tonight on Quite Frankly was really, really awesome. But then I looked down at the chat room, and it's 7:08 p.m., and everybody's like, Frank's 10 minutes late. What the hell's going on? I'm like,
10 minutes late.
I started freaking out. I said, I don't know. It's been black screen. We've been watching Gypsy. So obviously they were watching the rerun of Hangover Takeover from last night, and not me and Matt live sitting here talking to each other. And that just fucked with me, man. It fucked with me because not only is it sucks when something like that happens, and that's how you start. But I'm gonna have to splice these two fragments together. Hopefully, they're both there. Splice these two fragments together to put out a podcast episode for tomorrow.
From now on, just broadcast from Twitch. Because we need people on the Twitch account than we do.
That's just shit. That just fucked with me. So now, like,
So I figure out how to do the transition.
I'm totally at a loss now. Now I can't. I'm upset.
Don't be sad, bro.
Hey, so are you used to these lights now, or?
No.
Nah, we gotta figure out something with that.
We have to figure something out badly.
Yeah.
The problem is that, I told Mike this. Mike, I was telling you this when you were you were tracing that extension cord all the way up to the top. I was like, dude, we need to be able to reach this thing. I knew that this was going to be a problem.
I mean, your father's gonna have to come in here and figure out how to design it.
He did have an
because
idea.
I trust your father
when
because
he
I
saw
really
it.
have no ideas.
He had an idea of
knows that shit.
you know, draping it downward so that we had
That's just a big disaster up there.
access to it.
I mean, something's got to happen. Even if we just lower everything in that corner so we can press that control box and just stop the throbbing and the waving and the blinking and the chasing. It's just, I was watching myself on screen sometimes, and I'd like to have it chill in here for, well, in either case, Mcintosh is calling on right now. And joining us live, our good friend from a really, really awesome blog on Tumblr, We've Never Been Alone, our good friend Mcintosh. Mcintosh, how are you?
I'm pretty damn good. The logistics was quite interesting. Hang on, let me turn off the speakerphone. Okay. Are you still there?
We are still here, and this is good. Frank. That's who we've been speaking the past couple of weeks, and we were here with Anthony and Mike and Matt.
Hello, gentlemen.
How are you?
Hey.
Now we have your.
I'm pretty good. It's rather cold. I'm calling from Canada.
I was going to ask where you're from.
Cool.
Yeah, so there is that. So what's the topic? What's the discussion? Where are we going with this?
Well, first of all, we have your display picture up on screen. It's a really, really realistic gray alien. So
yes, very realistic. Is it the one with the cigarette?
No, it's not, but I should get one.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's fine. I can live with that.
Oh, please, I'll go for the next time. I'll go with that because I would love to have you call in as a correspondent to update us on all the stuff that's going out there in the disclosure movement. But in either case, a place to start. Number one was we wanted to talk about something a little bit local. And Matt had brought up a pretty local phenomenon from a couple of years back, the Hudson Valley incident. Now, have you been able to dig up anything that either discredits or supports this being a really interesting thing and not just some kind of a weather experiment or something that could be written off?
Oh, at one point they were saying that it had to do with the military or more specifically the Air Force. And, of course, because of the rough location. But if you take the amount of years and the recurring theme, it doesn't wash. But that's how they tried to overall debunk it and say everybody was crazy and they were just seeing military planes. That's about all I could find on that in terms of attempting to debunk it. But I'm thinking there's a 12-year span that this happened. And all these people, all these thousands of people, many of which made video recordings, and yes, video sucked then. It was like trying to film something on a potato. But having said that, the videos are there. They're real. They experience this, and not one of them looked like a normal flight pattern.
Absolutely not. It looked. It actually looked like one of them. Matt, you know the shot of that vehicle that had like those searchlights on it. It almost looked like one of the hunter killers from Terminator 2.
Yes. Yeah, and I have something to say on that score. I find, and it's not stupid, many a film give us information. It actually does. It's almost like some directors and writers are read into things, and they go, well, we can use this bit, or we can use that bit, and then things come out eventually going like, that looks strikingly similar to this, or that in a film. It's almost like subtext to get your brain ready for it.
Now,
because it will happen.
Is it now? I feel like it also, and you guys let me know what you think. But I feel like it can also be subtext to get us ready. But it also there has to be other precedents set within Hollywood in which it could also be subversive in a way to make you feel like, okay, well, I've seen this in a movie before. It can't be true. So I can see that. Go ahead.
There is that. There is that as well.
It's really interesting. As far as your exposure to the footage from Hudson Valley, what were your personal feelings just as a viewing experience? As a
viewing experience, because quite often you can tell when something is hoaxed by how people talk within it. You can tell if somebody has prepared dialogue. I do voiceovers, so it's quite easy for me to tell when somebody is goofing off or just playing at jokes. But there's genuine trepidation, genuine fear, and genuine shock in quite a few voices. You might not have been able to see anything because of the dark for many of them, because I went through quite a few of the files. But the reactions, the actual genuine human reactions, tell me these were real experiences being had by these people. very real experiences. And I'm not quite sure what was happening in that general vicinity at the time, but what was the reason for all that? For want of better words, extraterrestrial interest. Because I do not think it was the Air Force at all. Something was going on in that particular area at the time, and that's what I haven't gotten to the bottom of.
There's a power plant fairly close by to that.
Indian Point?
Yeah, it's, I guess, kind of close to that region.
Was it a nuclear power plant?
It is a nuclear power, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Indian Point.
And Mcintosh, the other thing about Indian Point to know about is that, I mean, it's a power plant around here in greater New York.
It's up the Hudson.
It's not in Putnam County. It's in Westchester County.
It's in Westchester. It's in Buchanan. It's about 12 miles away from where we are now.
But not only that, it's been a topic of debate for a long time. It supplies a lot of the power for all of our areas over here in Westchester County and some places near the city as well. But it's also laying on top of a major fault line. And that's been a big cause for concern for a lot of people. Also, the accessibility of the place. But before we move on, just to the general updates within, or the really awesome things that you think everybody that's interested in these types of occurrences should know about. What is there any type of? Let me preface it one more time. If you watch Godzilla. The latest Godzilla, they were very, very keen on saying that the Godzilla being brought to the Earth and all these monsters being brought to the Earth correlated with the rise of the nuclear age for humanity. Would you, and I know that there is correlating storylines and also arguments being made in the UFO community saying that the times in which we have been visited has increased since we reached this very pivotal atomic age. What can you say to either discredit that or support that?
It makes perfect sense. Here's why. Yes, we've had visitations in the past, and you'll find that various religions have various parables and phrases talking about the angels or gods that came down to Earth and all the rest of it. But I think it doubled up and tripled up after a certain event in 1947. I think we all know what happened there, Roswell. But equally, there's Roswell, but prior to that, the nuclear age. It cannot be debunked. All of a sudden, all across the Earth, you start seeing these entities, these vehicles, whatever they are. But here's the thing. They might not be extraterrestrial. They might be interdimensional. Because up to recently in physics and all the rest of it, they've come to the conclusion that we live in a layered, segmented structure within the universe. So if there are 11 dimensions, these entities, for want of better words, could be coming from other dimensions to check on the children with the matches. Because we've reached a certain age where we're destructive. Perhaps what we do at this end affects their dimensionality. So they shut down our nuclear warheads, and they do various other things like that. The other thing that is different, fundamentally, is the thing you all have in your pocket right now, a smartphone. The reason why it might look like there's more visitations on the planet currently is simply that now everybody has a camera, albeit I call them potatoes, and for whatever reason, the pictures are always crap and fuzzy, but that could be a technology issue, how we interface with how they travel. So we're not getting the perfect feeds, but there are millions of people now taking scope. They don't just see the thing, they start shooting it. So it might seem as if there are more as well, but it might be the same quantity that have been coming here since the 40s, checking on us, watching what they're doing, from Fukushima on down, taking you right back to Hudson Valley when you said the nuclear power plant on a fault line. Very likely there was a problem. Perhaps they helped to fix it.
You know, this is the second time, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is the second time, actually within the last couple of months, we're playing footage of the Hudson Valley UFOs right now, but we had read something very recently about how UFO, and I forgot who had broken it and brought the subject up, that extraterrestrial involvement had actually helped prevent the Cold War and disarm missiles in midair.
Yes. Yes.
It
was a photographer. I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name right now. But it was a photographer that was reporting to, he was one of the people reporting what happened to him. But I think he had done it through Dr. Greer's disclosure project. And he had discussed that quite often missiles are shot down. For instance, what happened the other day, you remember in Florida, the supposed arcing of a rocket that didn't really act like a rocket. So although they claimed it, something very strange happened to said rocket. It just went poof in the air. It formed an arc and it went poof. Why would you be flying something like that over a city full of people? We don't tend to do that. So there's something going on currently, not sure what it is, because there are various opinions, but something is definitely going on. Back to your subject of Hudson Valley, I'm almost positive there might have been something wrong with the plant. That's
Really?
the only reason that would happen, and possibly why people are still alive.
Matt, what year was this?
I think it was either 84 or 86.
Mcintosh,
Sometime
in
the
your
80s.
following up on this, have you found any dates that we may not have? Well, we
No,
have
not at all. Not at all. I even put up an entire summary of it on my blog the other day, but I can get back to you on that. This is my first crack at this, so next time I will be far more prepared for you. And I will give you notes ahead of time.
You're beyond prepared.
Much easier for you.
This has been a fantastic conversation so far. So if this is your first crack, it's great. I'm scrolling through this video right now. The first thing with the green lights and then the and all of the spotlights, they said 1994, Matt. The second set over here we have filmed in Montgomery, New York in 2000. This is the manta ray shape stuff. So this is happening over the course of a couple of decades, it seems.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
is.
first one
And
was
it's
in
a
the 80s.
recurring theme. There's something going on, just like Fukushima. Because, by the way, Fukushima should have done far more destruction than it has. And there were UFO sightings there. Basically, that entire level of the West, the West should have been decimated, and it wasn't. Oh, listen, there's radioactivity beyond, but it's not as bad as previously predicted. And there have been tons and tons of UFO sightings with respect to that. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Of late, moving away from the subject, but not totally moving away from it, have any of you been listening to Corey Good?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay, Corey Good is saying that and I'm saying supposedly, allegedly, he has said that he is part of, well, not he personally, but part of the Breakaway Society and an extraterrestrial presence of us already being out in space, already checking out our galaxy and all the rest of it. So he has this ongoing show on Gaiam TV with David Wilcock, where he's explaining what they're doing up there while observing the rest of us. Basically, we're fodder but they've already gotten the brainiacs off the planet. Seriously.
Wait.
That makes sense.
They've taken. Oh, are you talking like
in the 60s and early 70s? There was a brain drain on the Earth. Physicists, biologists, all the rest of people who just disappeared.
Yeah.
And he's saying they're being utilized for extraterrestrial purposes. Remember that chap from England who had said he found extraterrestrial officers in the military, a whole list of them, and then the U.S. government tried to drag his ass back to the States in order to prosecute him, but of course they didn't.
I had no clue about this stuff. I have to.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that next time.
Well, also Mcintosh, because I know you're pressed for time, and it's you've already been on.
Tonight I am.
Yes, you've already been on for 15 minutes, so I'll only keep this for another keep you for another minute and a half. But for those of us who really enjoy podcasts, do you have any podcasts that you suggest for this type of listening?
Oh God, podcasts that are good. The Higher Side Chats. Have you ever tried them?
No, I have no extraterrestrial podcasts on my list, so anything that you give me will be gold.
Okay, tell you what I will do, because in the space of a minute, I can't give you them all. I will get back online, and I will send you 5 or 6, which you can then attach.
Well,
at some of the points.
Mcintosh, why don't you give everybody your URLs, anything else you want to plug and promote, and please, thank you so much for this.
No problem at all. I feel totally unready, because should we do this another time, I will be ready for you to talk about the top 10, what's happening in a given week, etc. So that won't be a problem. But basically, I only do this on my Tumblr, which is WeveNeverBeenAlone. Literally, we've never been alone.
Yep.
That's it.
I've been talking about that for a couple of weeks, so I will keep plugging that for the I'll keep plugging that for the rest of the show.
What we should do, Frank, is next time, let's plan it out, and then I can do firm, hard research with actual numbers and everything else. I'm more than happy to do that for you guys.
That would be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Okay.
You guys have anything else you want to say to her before we
No,
take
thank
off?
you. You said you weren't prepared, but
she's prepared.
She's talking. I'm like, wow, she's really done her research. So, you know.
I know my stuff. That's just why I want to do a better job next time, because I'm just going off the top of my head today. But I would like to have an in-depth discussion, and we can talk again another time and talk about what specifically you need from me, and then I can provide you that regularly.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mcintosh.
Have a great evening.
You too.
Bye.
Good night. You too. Good night.
That's awesome. Wow.
So there's a new friend of the show, Mcintosh. We've never been alone. I'm telling you guys, I know Tumblr is looked down upon. There's plenty to look down on, but compared to everything else, it's such a better place to operate and learn new things and find really cool people and hide from people you know. That's the other thing. You can find cool people you don't know and hide from people you do know. And We've Never Been Alone is one of those blogs that I am so happy I found. And what a great voice! Thank God she does voiceover work. Great voice.
I'm looking through some real alien pictures, pictures that are real.
Oh, they're out there. They're out there, bro.
Well, one of them being look up the Hitler and alien meeting.
I've heard about that. Have you ever seen these videos? It'd be like Obama speaking or Bush speaking, and they're saying there's an alien in the back window, and you see it like moving around.
Oh, no.
You ever see those fucking videos?
Window.
Yeah. Well, I've seen
This
all
picture I'm looking at. This is leaked alien footage of Hitler shaking an alien's hand. So
Hitler and an alien.
Well, isn't there also Eisenhower and alien photos?
let me see.
I think there is, and the alien is towering over him, right?
Yeah.
The Aryan.
What do you guys think about the brain drain thing?
I think it's interesting. I'll jump in on that.
Imagine that.
Brain my drain.
But here's the thing I want to know. There's a couple of questions. We have this whole brain drain thing, and Jenny Lee, Johnny Vroom, Nikki, Raven Girl, Sanchez, Blood Skull, everybody else is in the chat room watching. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this one. Call in and let us know what you think.
So what's the deal? What does she mean? We're what? We're fodder?
We're fodder. As far as we're in everything that we've always said, that we are literally just a petri dish over here, and we're studied, we're taken when needed, and we are just, we're the kids that are still growing up. We're still we're still teething compared to the rest of the civilized galaxy or universe.
So what? Are we technically like? Will we evolve to their level eventually, or?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what would allow, because if you listen, what was his name? Hold on. Civilization. We talked about the civilizations You remember all of the different levels of civilizations? We talked about that on the show once before. How we're at a level 0 civilization and what 1, 2, and 3 really are. I wonder, just like you, if we would even be allowed. You know, what if we are purposed just for certain things? You know, what happens one day? Because what happens one day? Are we going to be allowed to have a bigger, independent role in the universe? But then, because it also comes into question, if we're just fodder, then what is the reason for them preventing all-out nuclear war? For helping with Fukushima, or helping with some kind of, batting down missiles? Is that just to keep their specimens alive longer?
Exactly. That's
Or-
where their resources, pretty much.
Or do they care about us in some way?
They don't care about us. Nobody cares about us. I don't care about us.
We're all dead.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
So where the aliens live? This microphone sucks. Put it up.
I had to put the microphones
Where's
down.
the aliens live?
I had to put the microphones down when she was on because it sounded like microphones being on.
Yeah, the extra dead air in the back.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. So I battened them
I
down.
like that noise. It soothes my brain. After before it gets
Makes me
sucked out by
want to
alien.
throw up.
Yeah.
I can't stand the sound of just
airy
things
microphones.
on. Like, there's nothing more nauseating over time than the sound of a television just being on. Not the programming. You can mute it, and you'll still, that high frequency presence is nauseating. That's why I can't stand the fact that Lauren and I don't have a remote control for our bedroom television, because we watch The Office. We'll put The Office on or something until we both conk out.
Just buy a universal one.
I've tried.
It doesn't
Tried
work?
Brookstone, everything. Because
Really?
when I used to have those a timer in my other room,
Yeah.
and I would just set the timer for like an hour. So I'd fall asleep, I'd watch whatever, but when I woke up, the TV had been off the entire night. But I don't know. I have to figure this out because it's really driving me crazy. The other thing is the TV gives off so much heat that I haven't used like a blanket all winter. I get fucking just snuffed out because my mother doesn't believe me that the situation with our radiators and the heat in the house isn't a problem. It's a big problem. What's going on, Johnny Vroom?
I'm a little stressed out that I live so near a nuclear power plant after that segment.
Oh, you went and checked out how close you were to Indian Point?
No. Seabrook Station is right on the... Seabrook is a border town from Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and it's Northampton, Hampton, and then Seabrook. And I'm about 2 miles away from there, and I'm a little stressed out.
2 miles?
What are you talking about?
Well, is it on a fault line?
I don't believe so. It receives its cooling water from the Atlantic Ocean.
How far is it from the coast?
5 miles.
No.
5 miles.
Literally probably a quarter mile.
Oh, so that's good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, in an event, you don't think that people can, that in an emergency situation, they wouldn't be able to get sufficient amount of ocean water to cool those rods in time?
Cool that
Fair.
rod, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it would at least give you enough time to get the fuck out of Dodge, that's for sure.
It's actually a strange phenomenon because, like, you guys have Route 1 in your town. Route 1, you drive across the marsh and you can see the power plant. It's actually really pretty at night. But you've always heard these...
Especially when it blows up.
Well, yeah, you've always heard
Real
these
fucking
rumors
pretty.
of when there's a meltdown that, like, they're going to bust people and they're going to turn Interstate 95... Seabrook, like I said, it's a border town, so there's a lot of, like, New Hampshire has no sales tax, so there's a lot in Seabrook, and so there's a lot of rumors that, like, north of Seabrook, both sides of 95 turn north, and south of Seabrook they both turn south, so everyone can escape, and it's just kind of a terrifying concept.
Yeah. That look at the beautiful ticking time bomb. You know, I don't, or and that's ridiculous. You know, obviously they're a lot more regulated than that, and it takes a lot to set these facilities off. But the one thing that I would counter the whole Fukushima thing with is if extraterrestrial life has been integral in stemming just how bad Fukushima has destroyed the ecology, the ecosystems on I guess that's the eastern hemisphere, the far eastern hemisphere of the world, then where were they with Chernobyl? Why was Chernobyl allowed to, melt down? I don't know.
There were no cell phones and shit like that in Chernobyl, and Chernobyl was completely evacuated.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And it's basically habitable at this point. There's people who live there.
Yeah, people move back, and supposedly they have wolves there that are fucking huge.
Well, I saw a lot of wildlife stuff there. I love all of let's get some pictures of abandoned Chernobyl up.
Wildlife. They got fucking weird-ass fucking deer that live there.
They have the reverends there.
They have the reverend, and the reverend, and the remembrant.
And the little Rembrandt.
And the Rembrandt.
Okay, these photos of present-day Chernobyl are utterly haunting. So let's see what is utterly haunting here.
Oh, I think I've seen it before.
Probably something that will be very relaxing to all of us.
Well, I don't know what these are.
What's that? It looks like poo-poo stained, smeared hands.
I don't know. Somebody put poo-poo stains
here,
on.
follow my shit stains, brah.
Poo-poo.
Let's see. What's this? You can check out. Oh. I guess this is an old Boys and Girls Club.
Still looks good.
Now it's just a nuclear club.
There's a basketball hoop.
Nuclear.
To think that Michael Jordan trained there.
That explains so much, actually.
Look at this. That little place looked like it sucked even when it was new.
That's probably that'd be an awesome radio studio.
I hate those. I hate those windows. What are those windows that are kind of like all fucked up and?
Those are those old school fucking
frosted.
Yeah, they're not frosted. They're it's almost like staring through a marble.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're weird.
What are they? Like,
I don't
know. They're called murder windows.
They come in cubes. They're cubes, though.
Because the only thing that looks good on those windows is blood splatter.
But I want to see some of the overgrowth.
Show me the overgrowth. Hey, bro, can I see your overgrowth?
I don't see anything. Here's some stuff.
I see a fox.
What is this exactly?
This is Chernobyl in Russia.
Oh, is that where it is? I thought it was
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Ukraine.
My bad. In either case, this is, I guess, a bumper cars or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this one before.
Oh, this is pretty prolific.
Here, yeah, abandoned. Here's an abandoned
theme park,
like a carnival. Look at that.
They all just ran. I wonder
Just
if there's
as they
any
left
skeletons up in that Ferris wheel.
Well, the greatest shots I've seen over there from Chernobyl are just like aerial views of neighborhoods and highways. It's just nature has overtaken everything.
They actually made that show. You remember that show a few years ago? When the people die, when humans die.
After
that show was,
Humans?
After Humans, they actually went to Chernobyl, didn't they? And
Life-
filmed like overgrowth and shit like that.
Dude, I think it was called Life After Humans.
Yeah.
And it was such an awesome show. I think History Channel or Discovery, somebody did it.
I think it was History. I'll tell you, I got happy watching that because I'm like, yeah, the animals are taking the fucking planet back like it's supposed to be.
It just goes to show you what everybody, with all of these environmentalist movements, had nothing to do with it. And George Carlin said it best. It has nothing to do with saving the planet. It's about having a nice little habitat for yourself. It's bullshit. Because if we were all destroyed by some kind of cataclysmic event, whether it be man-made or no, the planet is going to be fine. It's going to recover. It's fine.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Well, whenever anybody wants to do anything for the planet, like save the planet, that's one of the big motives is that it's for our future generations.
Right.
It's for we're not screwing over the people in the future. Like it's, we're not screwing over the home of the people in the future. It's like, you know, already, you know, as you just said, it's just making sure that we're keeping a nice place for ourselves.
Totally. Johnny Vroom, you see that series, Life After Humans?
I vaguely remember it. My dad was big into that. I have a half sister, and her uncle is a international pilot. My dad goes, he's a little bit like me. He goes up to the guy at my my sister's baby shower, and goes, "You ever see any aliens?"
Just straight out.
just the first thing he asks. And he's like, no, never seen anything I can't explain. My dad's like, yeah, okay.
Who was it that just recently said, or I just recently read it somewhere, that no airline pilot, anybody who spent a substantial amount of time in the air, disbelieves in UFOs, extraterrestrials, and I don't know.
Well, I mean,
you have
to guess that there's a gag order there that, yeah, this guy flies from Logan Airport in Boston to fucking, I think Venezuela, some Southern American country, like weekly. And if he saw anything, do you think he's allowed to say it? Like, give me a fucking break, you know?
No. All these things are usually gagged. Who knows? We gotta talk to somebody.
Even on the beginning segment of Quite Frankly, I thought you were alluding to aliens right there when you were starting to talk about New World Order. Who is doing this?
Yeah, well, that's the whole point, because I mean, what Matt and I were talking about was, you know, everybody asks themselves at one point or another what the end game of things are, and when you think about what the end game in what we were talking about at that point was the U.S. and Iran, and pretty much allowing the worst factions in the planet to have more power, more influence, and to act with impunity. What is the end game of giving up any of this? What's the end game of destabilizing everything? What is it? I understand that people say, well, it's to bring everybody under one world government, but how does giving bad people, I guess, I don't know, I guess because it gives you somebody to fight against, pretty much giving bad people the keys to the car that will start World War III, because we know that after every major world war, World War I, we had the League of Nations that arose from the ashes. World War II, we had the UN that rose from the League from the ashes there, which was a little bit more comprehensive, a little bit more of what the League of Nations set out to be, but wasn't entirely. And as we all talked about in the past, maybe it's going to take World War III or some kind of an external threat from maybe outside of our planet that brings in the need for the entire world to be brought together into an even more cohesive, stricter world government. Who knows?
Could be.
That's exactly what it is.
It makes no sense.
It makes all the sense in the world, bro.
I guess it does.
What's the real end game? What do they get out of that? What is it? There's the hell? Well, what does anything mean? What does this all mean? It's so fucking stupid.
Well, I try to write off the politician's gain as monetary. You know, like the fucking joke that Dick Cheney made money off the Iraq War, that all these guys make money because they're buddies with the people who make money when we go to war. But it's so sustained and doesn't stop that it's hard to ignore other motivation.
But at the other end of it, I understand that if you're that type of person, you just want more. I understand that once you have all the money in the world, then all you want is just all of the power.
But what does the power give you? What does it really amount to?
Exactly.
You know, like you have it. Okay, fine, you have it. But what is does that make a difference to your existence at all?
Here's another thing. The power. Let's say, well, what can you gain through all that power? Well, even if you say, well, what if the most powerful people in the world gain immortality somehow?
So you want to keep living without knowing what the hell you're even doing here? Or
But not only that, but how if the power of immortality, if immortality can be attained, then why do you have to reach a certain level of influence to attain it? Why do you need to be? I mean, if it's all a big club, then it's just it doesn't. The immortality thing doesn't make sense to me. I don't. So I don't know. I don't know. But I think that's where we're going to stop tonight, man. Thank you so much for the call, Johnny.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead for it. Go ahead for it.
Was We're Not Here Alone? She's Canadian?
She's from Canada, yeah.
Any idea what part of Canada?
I don't know, but she's got a sounds like French Canadian type of British.
No, that was not a French Canadian accent. I deal with them all summer.
So I don't know. I mean,
I don't even know if she.
God, she claimed she wasn't well versed, but it was kind of like Alex fucking A. Plitz's just off the top of their head, they know what they're talking about. It's really interesting.
Wasn't that a great call tonight?
It was. Both of them.
Oh, my God. Plitz's was great, and so was Mcintosh. You can tell when somebody has just dedicated their lives to something, and you know what? She's great speaker, very articulate, very intelligent. She retains information well, and it was great to listen to her. And you heard too that you can tell she is a voice actor. She dropped the accent a couple of times to articulate things a little bit better. So I can imagine she probably does a number of different types of accents. But we'll talk to her. She'll definitely be back on. That would be awesome to have her to have a monthly spot. I would just like to have certain people have monthly spots on all the shows that pertain to the contest. Where'd Mike go?
I don't know. He just stepped out for a moment.
He went to go find the girl from Broken Filter.
That's it. We saw a lot of spanking going on.
That was some shit.
Gotta watch the rerun. Can't see anything through this dimmed window. But I guess that's a good thing, is the distraction is gone. But thanks again, man. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night, fellas.
All right, man. You're the man.
Good night, bro.
All right. So, Matt, Ant, anything you guys want to say?
No, that's it. Guys, have a great night.
Yes, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. ZNY.